Rodney Peake bought Dulverton Laundry in 1935. His sister Maria took over management of the laundry because he was called up to join the armed forces in the Second World War. Maria was born in Ludlow on the 13th of July 1907, and so she was only 28 years old when she took over running the laundry on behalf of her brother. Her father was a vicar in the Anglican Church, and she and her brother were very highly thought of here in Dulverton. People remember Rodney as a charming man, and Maria regarded her employees at the laundry as her family. She was very genuine, sincere, and wise, and she took it upon herself to iron out their problems. Maria was educated at Cheltenham Ladies' College, and she went on to Studley Agricultural College. I seem to remember that she was very knowledgeable about dairy farming, but to be fair to Maria, there wasn't much that she did not know about. She was a field naturalist, an ornithologist, an entomologist, with a special interest in aquatic insects. Maria was a lepidoptera, so she knew all about butterflies and moths, and she was also a botanist. One of Maria's many skills was angling. She had a great passion for salmon and trout fishing, and she used to design and make her own fishing flies. As far as I know, it was fishing that brought Maria and my grandfather together. He was Major William Eustace Poles, and he was awarded the Military Cross for his bravery in fighting behind enemy lines for the special operations in Burma during the Second World War. He was led by Colonel Peacock in a campaign called Otter Red, and my grandfather led Ferret Group, which engaged in guerrilla warfare. He obviously had a very exciting, colourful and dramatic war, and settling down after the war proved very difficult for him, and his marriage with my grandmother, Vivian, broke down. They were in Rhodesia at the time, and my grandfather took up a position as a game ranger in the Luangwa Valley in Zambia, northern Rhodesia. As I understand, Grandpa was home on leave in England, visiting his sister, Dr. Faith Poles, who was also a keen angler. Faith introduced her brother to Maria Peake, and she married him in 1958. So Maria was single up until the age of 51. During the first few years of their marriage, she joined my grandfather in Africa, and they ran a ranch called the Blue Lagoon. Now, Maria was actually my grandfather's third wife, because he had previously hitched up with another lady called Nanette, who lived in Withypool. Nanette was a ballet dancer, and she didn't want to live in the African bush, so I don't think the marriage lasted more than 6 months. Nanette Poles kept my grandfather's name until she died. Anyway, Maria and Eustace were very well matched, and they shared similar interests in nature and country pursuits, so they were very happy together. Maria was partly disabled after being kicked by a horse, and I think this happened during her agricultural career when she was quite young. She died at the age of 75 in the bungalow that she had built in the hamlet of Bury, which is just outside of Dulverton. She and my grandfather lived there together from 1968 until 1982. So you may think they had 14 years of retirement to enjoy falconry, fishing, beekeeping and gardening. But actually, Maria only sold the laundry in 1977, 5 years before she died. The great thing is that Dulverton Laundry is still thriving as a laundry business after 121 years.